What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color playing as Set. His name is Magic. His opponent today in the red color playing as Zeus. His name is Skady. The map is Savannah, and this is one of those days where you watch into Voobly, checking out the top games being played, click on Magic's profile, see that he played a total of 8 or 9 games against one player and go, you know what? This is a series and a half to view, series and a half to learn from, and a whole bunch of good things to go on here. The map is Savannah. Don't actually know how many games. I think it's 8, maybe 9. Don't think it was a series. I think they were just playing each other, trying to get some games in there. Magic playing as Set and Skady playing as Zeus. I believe they were supposed to be random, but I don't know if they were or not. And also, I'd love to say a huge shout out to Sindrestein for the tier 1. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you and anyone else who helps support this crazy adventure that I'm on in this crazy old game. It's a good time and I enjoy it. So, good stuff. Magic already found some forward hunt here against Zeus. Vitally important for a Set player to do these kinds of things because he wants to save the close hunt. Unfortunately for him, his rhinoceros are not in his base, so he actually can't save them. He's going to be converting them, which is actually really smart because against Zeus, he can either bolt, he can the priest if he finds it, or he can just harass it with the Catascopus. So if he finds this priest, it's probably going to be a rhinoceros already converted here. Alrighty, so Hyena scouting around, finding the shenanigans here. Skady, on the other hand, he's scouted out his side of the base already. This is a little bit peculiar. Generally speaking, with Zeus against Set on this map, you want to be trying to find that priest as soon as possible. So doing an initial circle around your base, and as soon as you find these giraffe, you don't really need to know anything else in the early game. So I would expect to see someone who was probably a little bit more prepared for this matchup to realize that. But if you just jump in, you don't know what your opponent's playing. Sometimes you can forget about these small things. And it does look like that Skady's already seen that this hunt's being gathered here from this scout. So he's gotten a lot of information from this scout already. He's got back gold mines. This could be a really, really nice map for Skady here. Getting an early second town center, early third town center even, and just go for a crazy big boom. Against Set, the only real stuff you got to be worried about is like a spearman raids or like an ancestors all in or something when you're going for those 3 town center defensive styles. And this map is just giving Skady everything he needs to defend against. He's got a bunch of goat already here. He's going to have these giraffe that he can eat. He's even got elephant close to this town center. So it's going to be a really, really nice map for him. Magic, on the other hand, if we check this out, what he's seen, he's found his elephant over here, which is already going to be converting. So he's going to have safe elephant there. Honestly, these elephant are in a perfect position to just ignore, get this town center, and then go for it. The Catascopus has found the priest as well. Bolting this priest would probably be a mistake because yes, the elephant probably better unconverted because he is losing out on a little bit of food here. But the Catascopus comes in, going to be bashing away. Elephant going to be defending, totally fine. There's the bolt, and that's fine. Honestly, Magic's going to be able to eat that elephant anyway very, very easily. Now, we do see that Magic's also got this town center over here. Let's check out his gold mines. He's actually got no back gold mines. So this is a really difficult situation for Magic to be in. Because Skady's got back gold mines, Skady can actually decide to go 3 town centers here or go for very aggressive play and go for a gold starve onto Magic. So we'll see what Skady wants to do with this. Athena 2 town center here would be pretty decent, honestly, just grabbing this town center over here first for Skady and then going for like, he's going Hermes, but you could just go full Hippocon here, go for early spirited charge, and maybe a Dionysus or something, and go for a gold staff. Completely fine here for Skady, but we'll see what he wants to do. Definitely 3 town centers is just fine as well. Now, Magic has to decide, like I said, what is he going to do? He can grab this food, probably safe, get stuff of Dionysus here. Beautiful relic. This is one of the best relics in the game. And Magic is going to pick it up. You don't have to put it in the temple right away, but you do need to get it in there before you start farming is fine. Or even when you're on herdables or something like that is fine. But it just means that you get a hidden bonus on your farm rate. We do see the Catastrophe is checking out this town center where the elephant is already chilling. We do see Centaur already coming in for Skady, making his way over onto this location. But where is he going with this? Oh, he's going right here. And it looks like the villager's going to be retreating away as the Catastrophe does spot this. Batar has been hit by Magic though, so he's going to be able to defend against this Centaur. Magic's going to be throwing up this town center here, attempting to get some sort of security over here. But honestly, like this, if Jason and Odysseus show up, it's going to be totally fine. We do see a shifting sands there. Beautiful shifting sands from Magic. He's grabbed every single one of those goats here from Skady. And that's going to help. That's going to hurt Skady so much here. Because what I was saying was he had so many goats for himself that he could just boom and be really, really happy. But now no goats left in his base is going to hurt Skady's economy immensely. And a 3-town center play is sort of out of the question now for Skady because he's just not going to be able to afford it. And now the Pharaoh is under attack here. But it looks like the town center gets up. The Jason going to get picked off. Going to have to delete that elephant, which Magic does perfectly there. Going to be able to gather from that one. Not going to lose out too much. We do see Skady moving forward with the village here for some reason. The Centaur going to be looking for some more action in here. And Magic just needs to send his Pharaoh over here in order to fight back. Get out maybe some more units to deal with the Odysseus. This may actually not be able to get hunted from too easily here. You just put the Odysseus in here on stand ground as the Centaur come in and out trying to do the thing. Wadjet almost gets sniped and does get sniped there. Nice play from Skady, and Magic's going to concede the rest of this elephant here and going to be eating the rhinoceros. If we check out Skady's perspective now, still no second town center. He does have elephant, but like I said, no hurtable's going to hurt a lot, and he's going for a town center over here. It looks like still building Centaur, doing that those shenanigans here. You're actually going to be building this. I think he's going to cancel that Centaur, yes, and then get the town center going up. Keep building Centaur and try and go for economic harassment. But the big thing that Magic's got for him right now is that his base is so well defended. Look at this wood line. Look at these houses here. Absolutely perfect. Throwing up walls everywhere. Gold mine completely protected here. Wood line here also protected. The villagers can jump onto these herdables, onto these rhino. He can send goat over onto this town center to eat. He can eat the hyena. He can eat the gazelle. He can eat the elephant. Do all of those things. Going to be really, really happy to do so. The Odysseus is going to be able to hurt just a little bit more onto this location. We do see a really low HP villager here. Almost gets sniped, but Magic does prevent that one there as the villager is going to be slowly getting pulled off that elephant over onto herdables. If we check out his upgrades, he's got pickaxe, he's got husbandry. He's doing it all correctly so far. And Skady, he's doing fine. He's getting that second town center up. This game is not lost by any stretch here from that shifting sands, but it's going to be a difficult task for him. He's going to have to transition into farms very, very early. We do see him moving over onto these elephant now. Totally fine, can be able to do so. But the problem is going to be, how is he going to make a food-based unit? So he can go for like a mass Toxotes behind the Centaur as well. But against the mass chariot archers plus a couple of priests, generally speaking, doesn't work. Oh, and Skady, he loses his Odysseus. Nice play there from Magic. Skady not paying attention. Looks like he didn't have Alt-S over here. And the Odysseus does fall, so that's going to be fairly nice there for Skady. Very nice for Magic, and Skady is going to be down in Odysseus now. Easily enough to rebuild it, but you do need to keep that 200 wood. That's 3 farms there that he's going to be needing in the future. You do see the stables now coming up. Lots of villagers on wood. We're seeing him eat the chicken here with no granary. A little bit of a mistake. Does have some hunt over on this location as well. And there are baboon on this map in both corners of the map, which are worthwhile to be hunted from, especially if you send over a lot of villagers to them, because they can kill those off very easily. We see a bunch of priests now out. Magic looks like he has clicked advance here through Nephthys, so he's already going heroic age. He's already got a lot of gold in the bank to transition into farms if he needs to. He still has all of the herdables. Honestly, right now, wouldn't be a bad idea for Magic to just rush mythic age here, considering what Skady's doing. And like, there's nothing that Skady can do to stop it. Tornado onto his main base, killing off a bunch of farms would be huge as well. Or even Meteor onto his main base, killing off a bunch of... It doesn't matter. because the farm's going to be coming down at some point, and we'll see if that's what Magic wants to do, if he's even got that kind of thought process there behind stealing all the herdables. Now, Skady, on the other hand, he is looking like he wants to get to the next stage. He's not building any military units here. He's got the 3 stables. He may consider going Dionysus here. He's got a lot of favor in the back, no longer making Centaur, so he can get Thracian horses, can get Spirited Charge, though it's a lot of food. And like I said, I mean, he's got all the hunt still left, but it's a lot of food in order to do this. And yet again, another military building here, military academy, maybe going for an Apollo 2 town center all in here. It's like the village is going after a town center, so 3 town centers here. This is incredibly peculiar from Skady. I mean, he obviously didn't realize he was going to get Shifting Sands onto the herdables there, but not going for the immediate 3rd town center, but going for a delayed 3rd town center generally just doesn't make sense here in this matchup when your opponent's still 2 town centers. We do see the center over here already to prevent this town center from going up. Nice positioning with those centaur there. Looks like a couple of villages actually going to get picked off here, and a lot of villages actually getting picked off because no pharaoh over here. We do see the priest coming, deleting a house to bring that one over there very, very quickly, but these centaurs should get a couple of kills here at the very least. One priest, not really enough to stop this pressure. As Skady going to be retreating, he can just sort of run around willy-nilly. Looks like the centaur glitching out a little bit here. Just needs to dodge whichever priest, but another priest coming in now on the town center will be coming up, and we are seeing the Magic's moving on to this gold mine as well. He's got his Migdal stronghold up, and he's in a good position here. Skady, on the other hand, pumping out villages, building his farms now, and he's spamming out Hippocon, but he doesn't have a lot of gold income. His economy hurting just a little bit. No plow just yet. A lot of villagers on wood can slowly start transitioning. Still has a little bit of food left, or actually a lot of food left in that elephant, but now it's going to get pushed off by Magic's Chariot Archers and the Scorpion Man. There isn't Odysseus here to push this Scorpion Man back with only 40% pierce armor. Odysseus, hero, one of the better units to be taking down the Scorpion Man with. And we are seeing that Magic's going to be deciding to retreat here at this point in time. Moving around with the priests and the chariot archers. There are obviously the centaur here, which can help pick off the Scorpion Man as well. Nice micro from Magic already to jump onto the centaur. Nice micro from Skady to get off that attack, dodging those priest shots. But one centaur does go down there from Magic's micro, and Skady looks like he's getting a little bit overzealous here, almost losing that centaur, but he has managed to dodge those, throwing away a Hippocon. Throwing away units is not exactly what you want to be doing. It does still have a ceasefire, though, so that's going to be useful for Skady. There's no threat of ancestors at this point in the game, so we'll see how that goes. And it's looking like Magic's just like, I can just hit this gold mine, right? But does Magic know about he does know about these gold mines? So being on this gold mine here doesn't make the most sense for Skady, but it's gonna be he does have to defend this food anyway. So this is a perfect spot for Magic to be attacking here. We do see a couple of villagers falling as Skady trying to boom out of control here, but it's looking like the Odysseus should be able to take down the Scorpion Man. We see some of those centaur coming in the back, but without upgraded Hippocon here, there's no spirited charge, there's no medium cavalry. The chariot archers are way too big for these Hippocon to get any real value out of attacking here. We are seeing the Hippocon getting sniped, even though they are technically counters. They're not hard counter enough for the chariot archers with that little amount and no upgrades, and Skady does decide to tap out in that moment. GG. Well played by Magic. I mean, this game did look like it was kind of decided in the early stages with that brutally good Shifting Sands, taking away all of those herdables. But I think that Magic just didn't come out of this with a strategy. I thought there was a lot of 2-town center strategies which could have worked here, which would have been able to play around the fact that he didn't have herdables. Like, for example, an underworld timing attack onto this town center on the corner could have been really brutal. Or go for a 2-town center, semi-fast strike through Dionysus here, using bronze to force out an ancestors, then a ceasefire. Then you continue with having the Hippocon with medium upgrades or heavy upgrades. This army stops being so scary. And I don't think it necessarily would. It might not have won the game, but I think it gives you chances. I think that, yes, Magic was in a much better position here, but you get chances if you go for these plays instead of... it's kind of like a willy-nilly strat here from Skady. Very, very lackadaisical even, going for this late third town center. Really not sure what he wanted to be doing. You've really got to commit into something when you're in these kind of situations, which he didn't do. And Magic gets this game. So well played by Magic nonetheless. Nice pressure with the army and utilizing the extra herdables he had. And this game was done here. Anyways, we'll move on to game number 2 very shortly. If you're enjoying the content, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.